Thank you for coming back for the fourth method of hacking the universe, or better, testing for the energy exchange that's happening. This one's going to be called the snap method. So if you take two fingers, you probably all know how to snap your fingers. That's the sound that it makes. The sound comes from the amount of friction between your fingers when you rub them and quickly move them across each other. We're looking for that to give us a positive result. So a negative result would be if you were to lick your fingers really good, get them nice and slippery, and then it's just going to slide like that without any sound, right? So back when we did the arm test, I told you about this. When you have a north pole against a south pole, which is how your body polarity works, it should be a strong indicator. So see that friction I have there? Now if I go all the way, it's going to make some sound. If I flip it over, that is now a north pole against a north pole. In magnetism, if you try to put two north poles together, they're just going to repel. You will never get them to work. So when you do this, you're temporarily short-circuiting an energy system in your body. That should give us no matter how hard I try, I cannot get that same amount of friction. It's just much slipperier. So very good is very intensely snap sound. Don't make the mistake of going over and over and over trying to do it. Just do it a couple of times. Just get it. Can you get it to stick pretty good, or does it slip? This is the more advanced but the more difficult one to get down. But you can do it discreetly behind your back, inside your pocket, and do it very quickly. You don't need somebody else's arm. You don't have to wait for the lean test. It's either boom, good or bad. For example, here's a carrot. Very strong, very strong. See? I can take a fig. It's an organic fig. I get a lot less sound. It's slipperier. It's just not as intense. It's not quite as bad as this, but it's definitely not as good as this one was. I'll take an organic apple. Same thing. How we doing? Yeah, see, I just can't get that same friction. My diet is highly limited right now, apparently. Now, we don't know what it is. Is it a pesticide? Is it something that's on the apple? Is it that my body doesn't know how to break down the apple and turn it into good energy? We're not there yet. We're just determining, is this good or is this a bad energy exchange? So if I eat that apple, it's going to cost me energy. Let's say a phone. How's being around my phone? It's not even by my head, just around my body. I'm holding it. What's the response that my body gives energetically? Not that good. Maybe it's EMFs. Maybe it's what the phone represents. Too much work. Don't know. We're not there yet again. It's just what's the response? Is it good or bad? Even a card game. Uno. Old-fashioned Uno. How's the test? Now, I get a pretty good friction on that one. See that? That's because I've played a lot of this with my kids, and I love the interaction. I love being with them and having fun, making them laugh, and so that represents a good energy exchange for me. No, I'm not going to eat it. It's about energy at the end of the day. Everything's either good or bad, and the sum equals your longevity.